Hey guys, it's Chris and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a Penpal with me video. This is actually like the first in a series of 3 that I'll be releasing pretty soon, just because I have 3 letters that I have to work on currently. And today we're going to be starting off with Madison's letter. Madison just recently sent me this amazing letter and I'm going to link it down below. You can go check out her Instagram and all that kind of stuff. But I believe it's letters.from.mads on Instagram, but I'll be sure to confirm that and I'll put it down in the description. So we're gonna be working on that. It's gonna be a very like chill, like low-key kind of video. And let me know if you guys want to see the time-lapse version or if you guys would prefer to do like a real-time Penpal with me and I can do like those kinds of things or switch it up. Just let me know in the comment section below or on my Instagram. I'm always open to kind of figuring out and hearing what you guys like to see and what you guys want to hear. What you guys want to see come out of my Instagram and my YouTube video. So we're gonna be doing like a blue theme. It's gonna be super cute, super chill, and I hope you guys enjoy. And I'm gonna hand it over to voiceover Chris. Alrighty, so as we're jumping into this video, I just want to talk about like my process and what I'm doing. So I don't do a lot of like pre-planning. I just kind of make up things as I go, and obviously my workspace is super messy currently, but that's just genuinely how I work. A lot of things I keep organized, but when I'm working on letters I like to have just everything out in front of me just so I can see that all of the supplies I'll be using, and I like to keep the letter like close to me just so I can reference it if I need to while I'm working or writing the letter. So I'm going in, adding in like the cover card for the letter itself and all the little doodles that I'll be using throughout the letter. I try to make it just a little preview of what is going to be on the inside and things like that. And I do a lot of collaging with papers and things like that and washi tapes, and I'm going in with a rose gold, which is currently one of my favorites, and the elephant Z-tangle one, and then adding in another rose gold. But you'll see like I'll continually alter things or move them or change them. And that's totally what's happening right now. I'm gonna just peel off that and be like, I don't really feel it. But I do like to keep, like, if I take washi tape off, I'll leave it off to the side and I'll reuse it somewhere else. So I'm not just throwing things away. And I'll put scraps off to the side too and try and reuse them as much as I can so I'm not wasting too much stationery. And so I'm just using the Tombow double-sided adhesive. I really love their adhesives a lot because they're easy to take off if you need to and things like that, and things, if you have to peel them up, they don't stick too badly. But I always get like the repositionable one, I don't get the permanent one. But they seem to hold up really well. I haven't seen a lot of my letters kind of fall apart in the mail and things like that. And I'm going through and swatching all of my Tombow colors that I'll be using just to kind of see what combination is going to look best when I start doing the lettering. And so I'm using the Tombow dual brush pens and adding in both like normal writing and calligraphy, and I'm going in with a darker color just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension and add in some detail. And so they bled through on the other side, so what I did was went through and kind of marked out where I wanted to put an extra piece of the graph paper on it and just add in a little cover just so you couldn't see it as much, just to kind of cover it up. It was basically just a tiny little band-aid basically. And I'm just cutting that off, and you really can't tell unless you know it's there, especially in person. So I was really happy that it turned out well, and I'm going to be adding in either paper or washi tape just to kind of take away attention from that line of the repair. And then to go into it, I'm adding in all of those same little doodles and adding in a little blue drop shadow as well, just to kind of add in a little more dimension. And later on, when I do my own name, I'm gonna miss that little blue drop shadow, but I promise I did go back in and add it on afterwards. And again, adding in the same kind of blue drop shadow that I did on the front cover and all that kind of stuff. So this is my first response letter to Madison. I originally sent one and she sent me hers back. I was so excited to get it. I think I have about 10 pen pals currently, and I've just loved pen paling so much. It's been such an enjoyable thing to do, especially in quarantine, because I don't get to see my friends as much, or hang out with people as much. So being able to still like talk to people, interact with people, and make art for people has been a very good thing for me, especially because I went to art school and I'm so used to being around like creatively driven people. It's been a very good like collaborative thing for me to do. And I am going in currently and adding in again that text with my name and adding in again the darker blue on top. And I think it just looks so nice, especially these two colors together. They're so pretty. And I tried to bring in again those same colors that are in the washi tapes and in the papers that I'm using, just so that it all looks really cohesive. But I think that rose gold off to the side adds something that like wasn't there. It's just a little bit different, but it still matches really well, and it's one of my favorite washi tapes currently, and I find I use it in a lot of letters. And I'm going in on that post-it note, just writing in side note with my jelly roll, and I'm going to be adding in like a little note to her later while I write that letter. And I won't show like the writing process just because I don't want to give out any personal information or anything, but I will still show you guys the finished letter before I write in it. And that's basically all that's going to happen here in a second, and I hope you guys like it. So before I continue, I just kind of wanted to like show you all the extras I'm going to be sending her. So I have the washi tape samples that I've made for her. I've used all of these in the letter. I just don't have the small one because it didn't fit on the end. I have the stickers. So what I've been doing recently is making my own stickers. These aren't my designs, but I found them on Google and stuff like that, and they're just like little aesthetic transparents and things. I think they're absolutely adorable. Oops. And I've been so enjoying being able to send like so many different things without having to spend so much money on stationery because I'm not working during quarantine. But yeah, and I already did the envelope front for this. Just kind of using the black paper and the same washi tape and style we've been using the entire video. And then I have a notepad, like memo sheet, and I'm gonna add in a few others. I'm just trying to find some blue ones in my stack of things, and I tend to send like paper samples too of all the papers that I sent or used in the video, in the letter. And then I just have like post-it notes, again, like stuff I've used in the letter itself, and again, more black paper ones. Yeah, so all of these fit right into this little envelope here. Again, this is an origami envelope. They're super cute, super easy to make, and we're gonna jump into decorating the front of this. Straight edges sometimes, but I just think the rounded ones have looked really nice on this letter so far. And I'm just going to be putting that on top of that envelope and then adding in some washi tape like I have been everywhere else. The same rose gold, dark blue, and the elephant one. Then I'm going to be filling up this letter and filling up this envelope with all of the little stationery goods that I will be sending her. And I'm adding in a little bit of origami paper I used to collage as well. Putting that off to the side, I'm going to be working on the Q&A and playlist folder. So I like to include playlists just because I think music taste is something so cool. You can learn a lot about someone from their music taste. So I always include a playlist in my pen pals just wanted to show you guys kind of the format that I keep when I do my letters and work on them. And I think they always turn out so cute. I just love the way they end up as a result. I'm going in and adding a little bit of white and black, and you can see they kind of match up. They're so cute. And I'm going to be adding even more scraps again. And this is the part for the playlist, so I'm going to be adding in a little title again with that same style of writing. And I wrote my playlist for you. So I'm going in and writing my playlist for you and adding in all of the doodles. I highlighted it with the light blue marker, and then going in and adding in some more washi tape on the questions and answers cards just to kind of add in a little bit more detail. And sorry if I bump into frame, I was adjusting my camera, but I will be showing you guys the playlist spread. I added in songs like I Love You So by the Walters and Nostalgic by Arizona. A lot of these are sort of like newer songs that I found, and some of them are old. I Love You So is one of my favorites, and I find it just so funny that we have the same last name. But there's also Cherry and XS by Rina Sawayama, and if you guys haven't heard Rina Sawayama yet, I totally recommend her music. It's so good, and just the vibes on it are immaculate, I have to say. And all of these are just so kind of like bops, but some of them, like Cherry, can be a little bit softer if you listen to the piano music. And I just was writing a little note at her that says a lot of this music is indie music and things like that, just so that she knows. And I was adding in all the little doodles just to, again, keep it cohesive. And I just think they look so cute too, because they took up that white space that I didn't know what to do with. I didn't want to put in another song because I felt like that was too much, but I didn't know what to put there. And then just putting that into that folder and putting it off to the side. I'm sorry for that readjustment in lighting. I ended up getting super busy yesterday and having to stop filming, so I'm filming this in the morning right before I sent it out, so the lighting's a bit harsher since it comes through that window for me, but we are just going in with that same lettering. I'm writing Madison. We're working on the front of the letter now, and I think it turned out so cute in the end. I hope you guys like it. But I'm adding in again like that light blue drop shadow, and then I'm going to be adding in the doodles like I did the entire time. So I'm going in and rounding out those edges and then pulling a full sheet of that origami paper that I had used in this letter in order to kind of spice up the front of this envelope, especially because it's plain white. I wanted to kind of give it some more dimension and bring in the other elements of things I've been using this entire time. And so I'm going through and kind of collaging pieces together, and you'll see how it kind of turns out. I don't work from a plan. I just kind of roll with whatever I'm thinking about or whatever I feel like making. And it always kind of works out, but it looks a little weird when I start out. But I promise it looks super good in the end. And again, trying to reuse as many scraps as I can. If they get too small, then I'll throw them out. But I try to make sure I'm not wasting too much paper. And I'm going to be going in with some washi tape to cover up that weird edge. And I think it just looks super nice once this gold gets in, because then you can't see that bottom of the black. And I'm just adding in all of those doodles again with the white jelly roll on both corners. I think they turned out so cute again. I think I've said that so many times, but I'm just so happy with this letter and the way it turned out. And I'm going in and creating like the little address bubble, again rounding out those edges on a scrap piece of graph paper that's the same width as her name, just so I have the space. And I'm adding in a little note. I've seen people do this and I think it's the cutest thing ever, but just a little thank you to the USPS people, especially in a time where like the USPS is struggling. I just want to make sure that the post people like know that they're appreciated, because especially in a time where we have the pandemic going on and this is like an essential job, I just hope like that they're doing okay. And I think it just kind of is something cute in order to spice up the front too and just show a little gratitude. And it's a little shaky, but we're gonna move into the final once over of everything in this letter. And I'm so happy with how this all turned out, and I think the colors just look so gorgeous. I didn't do the back yet. I'm gonna go back and do the back later, and you guys can see that on my Instagram. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and so I wanted to kind of sit off to the side and think about it for a second. But again, going through all these tiny folders, and I'll give you guys close-ups. I love the handwriting so much. I think the white jelly roll on those black post-it notes looks so cute and looks so nice, and especially on the black paper, like the blackout journals. Oh, amazing. But then the extras folder is a little thick. Those ones always get a little thick just because I add in so much. And I'm adding in just the little kind of like paint chip that was the inspiration for this letter. And here we go. You can see the rose gold change color as you move it around. I think it's so beautiful. Alright, so welcome back. Thank you guys so much for getting to the end of this video, and I'm so happy you guys are here watching this, and I hope you guys really liked my pen pal with me video. I'm trying to do more of these, especially because I have a lot of outgoings currently, and you guys seem to like my pen pal content on Instagram, so I'm hoping to do more of these, and I hope you guys really enjoy them. I don't have the letter with me currently. I already sent it out because the mail comes kind of early around here, so as soon as it was done, I kind of rushed it to the mailbox. Oh my gosh, English, couldn't think of the word. But yeah, so thank you guys again. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Ciao!